Hello, what's up guys? It's Watersheep here again, out in this time second video. So today I'm gonna talk about why you must always shoot your shot. I actually don't know what the title of the video will be, but then the premise is about the same. So firstly, I want to talk about my experiences in high school that I kinda have a crush on. I guess one of them it was kind of half successful, but then it turned out really bad. So back then, when I was still in high school, I knew a girl. We talked. We actually talked doing like a kind of in a club. We had a lot of things to talk about. We actually have a lot of common topics, so it was actually kind of fun to talk with each other. And our music tastes are the same, so everything just kicked off pretty well. But then the problem is that I'm actually kind of shy, so whenever like it's talking about relationship stuffs or when I'm trying to open myself up, I actually kind of shy. So even now, when I'm recording this video, I get shy, obviously. But then it sucks because I kind of knew that we two have something going on, and then we actually we got to like a flirting stage, you may say, but then I was scared because like maybe she's just trying to be nice or we're just really good friends and things can happen and I always overthink. I always feel like maybe something and then maybe another thing. And we talked about like the total time we talked was like I guess this was 12 months. But then we started off pretty good in the first few months, the first 3 months already. And then it kind of remained the same until at the end, where, like, because we knew each other pretty well, so I guess we didn't really have anything more to talk. And because I did not like ask her out or anything. I guess it just went kind of a stale relationship, and to the point that I feel like in the next year, we like she like knew more friends. It just started getting worse. Maybe she just gave up on our like kind of stuff, and then we just started getting less and less like close to each other. We talked less and just everything turned badly. I don't know what to say, but the premise is that I feel like in like the first few months I should have like did something. Like even if I didn't do it in the first 3 months, I should have like at least do something. Like even though it may fail and it may turn out really bad, I feel like there was an actual chance I could have further developed the relationship even better, but I didn't because I was scared. I didn't take my shot because I was scared that she was just being nice to me. And I guess this just kinda sucks. I'm sorry if I'm skipping a lot of things that you may want to know, like maybe what we did back then, but then we just mainly talked during classes and then we played the games. I tried because she didn't have a PC earlier on, but then when she had it, she started playing games with other people, so I guess it was an additional thing that made this relation turn out to be worse than I thought. Like maybe I should have invited her to play, but then when I actually did invite her to play, like it was the most awkward moment because it was like we didn't talk much. Like every day it was just a few conversations, like a few messages or a few conversations, and then it was like, how are you, how's the day, how's school and stuff. And then I guess it came to the point that because we have no topics to talk about, like whenever I ask about school stuff, it just turns out to be like I'm his dad asking about how her day went, and it kind of just turned out bad, and to the point that currently now we just I just never talk to her anymore, and we aren't even friends anymore because we just have nothing to talk about to the point that we stop talking to each other. So I feel like it's really important to shoot your shot if you can. And then I actually have another experience. This one is more funny, but then it's the same premise of shooting a shot. So firstly, I want to talk about is that during my high school as well, I think it was after this old relationship I talked before. But then when I was like walking, I guess this is kind of like an airport crush kind of scenario. So it's not as worse as the last case. But then during my high school, I always like maybe go out to the toilets and then maybe switching classes. And then she was like kind of next to my class, so I often see her. We sometimes you know see each other and then we have eye contact, but then it doesn't mean anything actually. It's just we're trying to just go by. But then I think I thought she was really like cute, so I kind of have a crush on her. But then I did not like talk to her or even dare to even talk to her because she was in a class of like higher, you could maybe say this higher quality, like her grades is good. She is like the how to say, the representative of a group, you may say. And I feel like I do not deserve her. Like, and her friends, sometimes I see his guy friends, like they are like way more handsome than me, than I suppose. And it just scared me off to the point that I do not dare to even talk to her. And I did not tell anyone about this relationship. But then, at the end of my high school during the graduation dinner, because I told my friend that yeah, I have a crush on somebody, and then he says that hey, you should like tell her that you want to go to a date with her at a graduation dinner. And then as at that time before it actually happened, I say yeah, that sounds good. That actually makes sense. Like it's my last chance to talk to her and stuff. But then at the final day that it actually happened, uh, she was free. No one's talking to her, and that was the perfect chance, the actual perfect chance. But due to the pressure I have and then the fear of rejection, I didn't. I froze. It's like I'm in a horror movie and then I just froze and just did not do anything, and that's the problem. I didn't shoot my shot, and then like at the end, like I did nothing, and then I was so scared to the point that I did not dare to talk to her as well. And then when I get back home, I was just regretting my life. Like I should have said something, and now it's my last chance, and I wasted it. I so remember that night that I could not sleep to the point that I was just, I was living in regrets and I don't know what to do. But I guess, in hindsight, I should have talked to her. But then, even till now, even though I'm talking about this episode to shoot your shot, I should honestly follow my own advices. But I understand it's hard. Like, I made this episode kind of for myself to encourage me to shoot my shot and try my best and do not fear any rejection, because regret is actually more painful than anything. Like rejection may be temporary, but then regret is actually very painful and I cannot stand it. And I guess yeah, well, there's a actual continuation about this. My friend told me, how about you message her on Instagram and see how she says? But then the fear of like even talking to her made the entire conversation really awkward. So it's just bad. It went really really bad. So well, maybe I'll talk a bit more. But then all I just want to say is that shoot your shot if you can. Like it doesn't need to be like a relationship or everything. Just do your best in everything and try. Like shooting a shot is really important. If you never take the shots, you can never succeed. And I guess that's why I'm making this YouTube channel as well. I'm shy. I'm scared to talking to strangers. Like in my first videos, there's actually some views, but then even that point, I was shy. I was like scared. Maybe people don't like my videos, but then I actually got a like. So thank you to whoever that is, and who may still watch if you are watching this video. Thank you. But then thank you for everything, even with this less viewers. But then I just want to remind you to shoot your shot. If you don't shoot a shot, you will never know the results, and without never knowing the results, you will live in regret, and regret is not what you want to live in. I need to remember this as well and follow my own advices. So this will be my episode for today. If you have anything that you want to ask me, or you want any advice, tell me. Is there any experience that you had that you have regrets and you didn't take your shots that caused the regrets? Tell me anything. I will gratefully answer you. And yeah, I'll see you in the next episode, maybe tomorrow or the day or the next. My another job, I have a new job offer that will start in July 13th, but I will try. It's only a 10-minute video, so I'll definitely try my best because I really want to have this YouTube dream happen. So thank you for supporting me from the last episode. I'll appreciate if you can subscribe, like. So yeah, see you in the next episode. See ya.